And we are live. Hello, good evening, everyone. It is I, Mike V. Today is Monday, October 21st, 2024. You are watching and listening to episode number 15 of the Monday Mic Drop. And right away, Matt is in the chat telling everybody that he's the first one. Welcome, Matt. Oh, we got a lot to discuss, and all of this is going to be done by memory. I do have a lot of screenshots to share with you guys. But yeah, we're going to be doing our Reno trip recap. So last weekend I was not this past weekend, but the weekend prior was when I was in Reno for 3 days, 3 nights, 4 days. And Robin is here. Hello. So we're going to go ahead and get things started here. We'll just wait a little bit longer. Let me take a few sips of my water. As we'll turn on the light here. The sun's about to set in about 20 minutes or so, I guess. Little Joe is here. Hope you're enjoying your week off. Glad you could join us. So yeah, I want to make sure I've got everything here so I could show you guys everything I need to show. So yeah, we got all the screen, all the pictures, all of the. Oh yeah, we got the random wheel to decide. We're going to be resuming our video poker group challenges. We'll decide that later. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, we'll go ahead and share with you guys all of the. We just had a couple of them actually in the last couple of weeks. A couple of shared pictures of big wins on video poker. If you have a win you would like to share with us on the Discord server, be sure to head over there and post it there if you'd like to have it shown during the stream. And Larry is here. Hello, welcome. So yeah, Buffalo 22 over on Discord did share a couple of big wins on video poker. I'll go ahead and show it right here. So this was his wins here. He had 4 aces, 50-cent denomination, 800 credits, and then a week later he shared these 4 fours on a quarter denomination for 400 credits. Pretty good. And the next photos that you're going to see are all from my Reno trip. And Robin's practicing up on 7-card stud. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to remember as well. Remind you guys as well. So we had a bit of a discussion a few days back on the Discord server. For those of you who are in our home game, we might expand to have Monday tournaments as well. And if we do so, we might have a new time for this live stream in order to accommodate. So for those of you who are regular players in our poker club, give me some suggestions on I guess what games or what the blind levels like. What do you want the tournament structures to be, and what time especially? That's going to be the most important part. What time on Monday would you like to have the tournament? Looks like so far the suggestion is to have it maybe a little bit earlier in order to accommodate East Coast folks, and whether or not to make it either a Hold'em tournament or Omaha tournament, or maybe we might go back and forth every week. So we'll see. Now Larry says high low. I guess we could do that too. Yeah. But obviously, the more further deep down the iceberg we go, the more complicated the game is. The more people will have to learn how to play. Which thankfully, I do have videos already from. I think it was from 2022. I did a whole series of of videos on how to play various different poker games. So absolutely check those out if you haven't. I mean, I like certain games. I like Deuces Seven Triple Draw. I like Raz, but some of the low ball games. But it's like might go way out over your head for some of you folks. And we want to make sure we actually have you know a large number of people playing. I don't want to set up a game and not have anybody join. So, but yeah, if you want to add to the discussion, you can go ahead and either do so on the Discord server, or you can respond here in the chat, or even if you're watching this stream um, after the recording of it, you can go ahead and put in the comment section as well. All right, let's go ahead and start doing the review. So, all right. So let's start off with night one of our Reno trip, and I'll be sure to go through, read the chat as we go along and answer any questions you may have uh, regarding the conversations that we're currently having, whether it's the Reno trip or whether it's the poker game. So, little Joe's got something here. We wouldn't have player for those games that are way out there. Yeah, that's true. That's why I want to make sure it's like keeping it simple with like just the high variant. We don't want to do anything that requires like a high-low split or anything that might make things too complicated for certain folks. But it depends. You know, we'll decide on it when we do, but we'll probably keep it simple. But yeah, okay. So, all right. So Reno trip night one. So night one was pretty much solely video poker, and I spotted near the poker room at Silver Legacy uh, two groups of four machines each arranged in a circle. So there were 8 machines total, and I don't remember if these existed last time I was there, but I did browse through the games that they had on them, and they had jacks are better at the 9-6 pay table and bonus poker at 8-5. So they got full pay jacks are better and full pay bonus poker available on these machines. And here's a screenshot of 4 of a kind that I hit on one of them with 9-6 jacks are better. And those are the only 2 full pay games on those machines. If you actually look at the other games that they have, like double bonus, deuces wild, triple double bonus, they actually have subpar pay tables. They're actually much worse for some reason. So for some reason they set jacks are better in bonus poker as full pay, but not the other games. So if you are going to be playing those, for the best payback percentage chances you got, stick with those 2. And Tracy's here. Welcome. It's 125. This is traditional jacks are better. It is 9-6. The full pay jacks are better pay table. I just try to stick to full pay games when I'm in Reno, whenever I can. So yeah, this is the first of quite a few 4 of a kinds throughout the trip. So yeah, if you're at Silver Legacy, you can find 9-6 jacks are better now in a relatively easy spot. I didn't see these machines last time. Just be careful you choose the ones that are arranged in a circle. And if in the future the casino decides to move the machines around, it's the cabinet that just has one screen. As you can see, this one has one screen. There are other video poker machines against the wall that are 2 screens that have a screen up top and a screen on the bottom. Those are not the ones that you want to play. Those have the worst pay tables. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next picture. So later on, probably after dinner, I would guess, we went to El Dorado next door. And of course, they still have those bank of video poker machines near the Starbucks. The ones in the center have 9-6 jacks or better with a progressive for the royal flush at a quarter denomination, but you can play on other denominations as well. Oh, and I forgot to mention too, this one here at Silver Legacy, it's 9-6 jacks or better for all denominations, going from 25 cents up to $5. So you've got your choices there. As for this one here, um, you can play 8-5 bonus poker, 9-6 double double bonus, 9-6 double double bonus with a sequential royal flush bonus payoff as well. Not so ugly deuces wild, which is better than 9-6 jacks are better typically. Of course, with the progressive, it may be different, but progressive's low at the time of this at the time this photo was taken. But yeah, I have played quite a long session on this one. As you can see, I got 4 jacks here. And then later on, I get 4 5s, once again here. And then a third 4 of a kind, another 4 jacks. And all 3 of those were by holding a pair. So that was quite amazing. Obviously, you're probably going to say, oh, why didn't you play double double bonus where it's more? But if you think about it here, 2 pair pays 10. I'm trading the high, it's a trade off. I'm trading the higher 4 of a kind payouts that you would usually get in a double type game with more longevity, especially since I'm saving most of my budget for the poker game that I was going to be playing the next day. So this is just a little bit more of a warm up session, and yeah, it allows me to play for quite a long time, and I did quite well, and I ended up counting about $70 to $80 net gain by the end of that night. So it was a good start. And Tracy's got some questions here. So the jackpot is on the royal flush. You hit the royal flush, you get the progressive. It's just, yeah, it goes up every time someone makes a bet on either this machine or on the bank of machines that it's linked to. I think they're linked. And a sequential royal flush is a royal flush in which the cards appear in sequence. So 10 jack queen king ace, or if it's a reversible royals type of game, then it can go the other way as well. Ace king queen jack 10 has to be in order, and that pays 50,000 credits as opposed to the typical 4,000. So it's an addition to, well, it's not an addition to, but you still get the 4,000 credits if you don't get it in a sequence. So it's just an additional payoff. Little Joe says that's equivalent to low rolling with double diamond and the slots, but jacks are better, can get boring very quickly. Yeah, like I said, it's a trade off. Though, as I mentioned multiple times, and this is based off of the data that Mark himself on Gamble Smart has posted on a video of his, and he even shared me the PDF file over a year prior to him making that video, and that is the variance for double diamond is about 40. For comparison, double double bonus video poker variance is about 41. So double diamond slots have a similar variance to double double bonus video poker. You make it what you want. And yeah, so jacks are better is going to have a significantly. So yeah, I would consider it much better for like bankroll building, low rolling as you mentioned. Yeah. And I was able to use free play as well too when I was because I had some free play offers. For some reason, if someone's familiar with playing at the Row in Reno, this happened. This happened at this trip, and this also happened last summer as well when we visited. Um, so I had $15 free play. It wasn't much, or no, it was $10 actually. It was $10 free play, and I activated it through the kiosk. However, for some reason, I get double it. So I have $10 and I have another $10, and I find out just by trying to put it in. And my mom had about double the free play that she was supposed to get as well. So I don't know what gives if there's something with the free play that I don't understand. Maybe the free play offers are added on from the ones the previous week. I'd have to reread the marketing email to see what's going on there. Payback percentage for full pay jacks are better, 99.54%. Okay, now let's get to the poker game. So that was Friday night. Saturday. So Saturday we went to which you call it. We spent lunch at the Italian festival. That's one of the reasons why my parents book a trip to Reno and during that weekend in October, Columbus Day weekend. Is because that's when the El Dorado Great Italian Festival has been taking place every single year. Music, food, shopping, if that's something you're interested in. You've got all the tents. Basically, Virginia Street is completely closed, in downtown Reno. So if you want to have a picture with the Reno Arch right there in the center, with no cars, that's your opportunity right there. You know, it's pedestrian only for that during the festival. It's pretty nice, and we went to have. I think I had the that flatbread this time around because I liked it last year. This is the rare time where I skipped on the pasta because I wanted to make sure I wasn't too bloated, food wise, and I plan on playing poker during the late afternoon, so I wanted to make sure I was in good shape there. So this one was a very interesting poker session, I would say. It was a much tougher than last year. For the record, last year I played for only 3.5 hours and I won over $200. This time around, I played for longer and I won less than that. I had unfortunately a skillful player directly to my left, which made things a little bit more difficult. The fact that even large raises resulted in four players total or more seeing the flop. So I couldn't get heads up with a decent hand. Not to mention missing the flop quite a bit. I mean, how many times can you get ace queen or a pocket pair and completely whiff the flop? How many times can that happen? It happens so often. It's a so yeah, it was quite unbelievable. Um, So I've been in a lot of back and forth during my session. Played for about 5 hours total. Key hands. The first big pot was when I reached the lowest amount of chips. I bought in for 300, and I think the lowest I reached was 160 before I had a hand where I was. I'm trying to remember here. I think it was. Oh yeah, I had pocket threes, flopped a set, and the player directly to my right was betting quite strong to the point where I'm pretty sure this person had a good hand. There was an ace on board, two high cards, so an ace was definitely in that person's range. So I pretty much played this one quite straightforward. I was able to get it in on the I think it was on the turn, yeah, uh, and I won the pot there. So then I had a slight chip advantage, but you know problems continue to persist, and I was back down again to around 200 ish until finally a hand with pocket jacks. I decided to just limp it. I was doing a lot of over limping in this table because raises aren't really getting anywhere. Not to mention the straddles too, and some people do raise preflop. So I was playing quite a tight chip, being very selective and very patient. But it was with a pocket jacks hand where I had an overpair to the board. I think it was a 10 high flop, or maybe the 10 came on the turn. I don't remember exactly, but then I sprung into action on the turn with an all in at that point because I was ready to just say, okay, go big or go home at this point, and I was heads up by the turn at that point. So, and I masked my hand quite good with by not raising pre-flop with the jacks. Played a little bit cautiously there, but it worked out to my favor. And the guy had ace 10 for a top pair, top kicker, I believe it was. And good thing I knew that this opponent was known for have being in for going in with hands that were suboptimal, let's just say the least, paying others off. So I chose my spot well, and I think at the highest I had, I think about 450 40 maybe, I think was the highest, so a gain of $140. But the next hand I immediately got ace queen suited, so I raised to $25 after the guy who lost put in a $6 straddle, and I completely whiffed there, so I had to fold the flop after raising with the ace queen, and I ended up cashing out, as you could see here from the screenshot. Only, what was it, $397 for a gain of $97. I mean, a win's a win, I guess. All right, so let's see here. Uh, Tracy asks, "What are the odds of getting a royal flush on the flop? Have you ever gotten it?" Oh man, a long time ago. I don't know the odds. I don't know what the odds are on the top of my head, but I remember playing on a game on a for fun online game. I was, just playing for fun. Well, back when I was a teenager, so this is before even turning 18. This was an online site where you gain access through subscription, I believe it was, and it was all play money, so it wasn't actually gambling in any ways. But um, I flopped the royal flush, I believe there. On one instance, it was a long time ago though. I don't think I've gotten that. I don't think I've ever flopped it since. But I have flopped a straight flush though about a decade ago at a cash game where I did win a big pot on it. So that was pretty good, and it was nice that other people were doing the betting for me. So I just sit back and called, and I didn't even have to raise. I was just put all in on the river. So yeah, so that was fun. Let's go ahead and continue on with the story. So that was all I played on Saturday was the poker game. And then we had dinner and we moved on. Sunday was when we visited Atlantis. We took a drive. We stepped away from downtown and head over to Atlantis Resort, which was the first time I've been there in a long time, probably at least a decade. All the other outlying casinos in Reno we visited at some point. Peppermill, I think I visited last year. Grand Sierra Resort, I visited a couple years back. So Atlantis was overdue for a visit. And this was an idea that my mom brought. So I was like, okay, let's do that. Something different. Because we always do the same thing every time we go to Reno every year. So, and as always, I've went ahead and got me a player's card. It's my first time getting one there. So, video poker, I've had up and down luck. It started off not that great. I would win a little something, but not reach my double up goal, and I continue playing, and then I would lose it. Not much in terms of highlights. They have not so ugly deuces wild. There's the pay table right here. Oop, that's a bit too big, I guess. It's where it goes, where it pays 50 for the straight flush, 80 for the five of a kind. Yeah, 99.73% payback percentage. Pretty good for that one as well. Better than jacks or better even. Um, it does have a 10 credit max bet, but you can bet 5 credits if you want to, because the natural royal still pays 4,000. Uh, that was a question that I received in my video from a couple Fridays ago on Video Poker. Jennifer, if you're watching the stream, um, I did answer. I think I answered your question on the in the comments, but I did make a follow up video that's going to be released tomorrow. For those who may be curious and want to know the answer themselves. I think a lot of you guys know what I'm going to say, but yeah, if you find a machine where the max bet is not 5 credits, it's 10 or 25 or even 100, do you bet max still? Well, the answer to that is quite simple. Is just look at where the payoff jump on the royal flush is. Does a 5 credit bet still show 4,000 for the royal? Does it jump from 1,000 to 4,000? As you can see, it does here. So in which case, then you can bet 5 credits only. The betting 10 credits is optional at that point. If you want to bet it, you can. Just it's just based on your budget. Yeah, as mentioned, Tracy, it is Deuces Wild, and you don't have to bet the 10 credits if you don't want to. It's just if you want to bet more. So there's no like bonus feature or anything like that. Yeah, always looking to see where the payoff jump for the Royal Flush is. So that was a highlight there. And what's my next screenshot? Oh yeah, one interesting thing about Atlantis is that the carnival games that they have, the pay tables are set quite well. I have to look this one up again, but split card poker, I decided to try it for a bit, and I got this interesting situation where I think I got a double jack of spade with a jack of clubs, and then when I drew the for the drew the discards, I got a jack of hearts dealt on all three of them. So I this is set to 8-5 bonus poker, I believe. Yeah. I didn't check to see the other ones, but so yeah, this is an interesting one. I ended up playing this for a net gain of 0. I ended up cashing out even on this one. But yeah, I just wanted to show it because it's quite interesting. Hey, Mark. Yeah, I did have a nice trip. Just explaining it right here. It's been pretty. Yeah, it's been a good one. Yes, you can get five of a kind on this game. As you can see, let me zoom in here. You got a five of a kind payoff as well. Yeah. So at random, you might get the split card dealt to you either on the deal or on the draw, and the rules speculate that it could be a pair, it could be two consecutive cards of the same suit, like 10-9, or for example, or so it can be. So you could easily get the straight flush or the royal flush that way, or five of a kind. I don't know everything. I think I might have showcased this on a stream on videopoker.com a while back. But I thought I wanted to bring it up that, yeah, I spotted it and I decided to play it a little bit. I ended up cashing out back what I started with. I don't have a photo of it, but I did play 9-7 double bonus as well. I was at the terrace level where it's you got views of the street below. Not good to play in the terrace level during the daytime. I realized because of all the glare. Being next, having playing video poker next to the windows, not really good. But I was trying to see if I could find 9-6 jacks or better at Atlantis, as stated on videopoker.com. But I've not been able to find any of them. But obviously I didn't look everywhere though. So, but I did see 9-7 double bonus, which I played a bit. No picture of it here because I didn't get any big wins, but I did end up cashing out even because we wanted to move on. So I didn't play that long of a session, but okay, next is going to be my dad's wins. But before we get to that, I want to continue mentioning other games that you could find at Atlanta. So, Not So Ugly Ducks, Deuces Wild, I mentioned there. I mentioned right here. Yeah, you could find that. It's actually, what is it? Underneath one of the escalators, I believe, under a canopy of rocks. You'll find a few machines, a few Game Kings that'll have this. But yeah, you'll find. What was I going to mention? Scattered around, you'll find 8-5 bonus poker in pretty much every cabinet. You'll probably find 8-5 bonus poker if that's something you like. Um, even on I played also on whatchamacallit. I didn't share a photo of it, unfortunately. There is a multi-game machine by Aristocrat, which has video poker, video keno, uh, a couple of lightning link slots, and blackjack and roulette as well, as well as regular slots like Buffalo, Buffalo Gold, and Queen of the Nile, and some other popular titles. So yeah, that's quite interesting. There was a couple of machines. My mom played the one next to me, and I decided to play the 8-5 bonus poker that was on there. Played for quite a bit, but I didn't win, unfortunately. And then finally, there was a group of newer Game Kings, which I checked the games there, and they had 8-5 bonus poker as well as mentioned, but they also had 8-5 aces and faces. So aces and faces is one I don't typically see in a casino that often, but if you are going to choose between the two, you should, and assuming the same pay table, in which it was 8-5. Yeah, aces and faces is better because you get the premium payoffs on four jacks, queens, and kings instead of four deuces, threes, and fours. And you're more likely to get four of a kind jacks, queens, and kings simply because of the fact that you're holding high cards more often in video poker because of the pair of jacks or better stipulation to getting a winning hand. Yeah, Tracy, as I mentioned, as I was just explaining there, aces and faces is where the premium four of a kinds are on a pair of are on four aces as well as four jacks, queens, and kings instead of in bonus poker where it's four twos, threes, and fours. Hence aces and faces, the face cards. Assuming the same pay table, it is actually slightly higher because you're more likely to get four of a kinds of jacks, queens, and kings than you would twos, threes, and fours because you're going to be holding the high cards more often, as I stated earlier. All right, now I believe, yeah, aces and faces. I did win on that one. No picture, unfortunately, because I didn't get any big hand. I just had a steady increase at that point there. And then let's go ahead and showcase. I believe it is the okay. My dad's wins. He had a couple of big wins on some fancy games, and this also proves the point on how good the pay tables are set for the carnival game. So here's Hot Roll. A lot of you guys like this game, and there is one machine available at Atlantis. My dad was playing this one. He got a 7 times multiplier, held a pair of aces, I believe it was, and he got 4 aces on this first one right here. So he's playing nickels, 10 hands too. That's a lot. That's $5 a pop. You don't have to play that many hands, but he was doing that there. He got 5,600 nickels, 59.85 total, including all the pairs. There's a three of a kind here. This was nearly $300 for that, and his credit meter was 442 at that point. He cashed out at 400. And notice here, if we look at the pay table, this is 9-6 double bonus, full house 45, flush pays 30. Normally, when you find a machine like this, one of these fancier games, usually they have the pay table set lower. So yeah, 9-6 double bonus is usually what 98.98 payback percentage, 98.98%. Obviously, with the added feature of the hot roll, that's going to bring it somewhere above 99%. I don't know the exact number, but yeah. The game is Hot Roll. So this is a game where a random which call it the dice roll will randomly give you a multiplier at any point, either on the deal or on the draw. And whatever the dice is rolled is the multiplier for that hand only, or for that game only. So that was my dad's big win there. He also had another win here. And Tracy, that would be 10-7 double bonus. Full house pays 50 there, but not every version of double bonus has where the full house pays 50, so it's the full pay version. But my dad found this game as well, Super Times Pay Spin Poker. And it doesn't show it here, but this is also set to a 9-6 double bonus as well. I did check it out as well, confirmed it. But he got a 5 times, I think it was a 5 times multiplier, and was dealt pair of deuces, and he ended up getting a deuce here on this corner, and a deuce here on this corner, and an ace in the middle. So this pay line right here going deuce, deuce, ace, deuce, deuce. So 4 deuces with an ace kicker, 4,000 credits. It's 800 times 5, 4,000. There's a nickel denomination, so that was $200 right there. So that was another big win he had as well. All right, and finally, the last bit I want to discuss, and unfortunately, I didn't take any photo or video of it. I should have, but the only slot machine that I've played. So I pretty much stuck with just video poker, live poker that one night, and then the only slot I played, which was top dollar. I played it once at Atlantis because they had the Diamond RS double top dollar 9 line version at quarter denomination. They have because I refuse to play it at a higher at $1 if it's set to a minimum of a dollar denomination because it's over my budget for me too much. But I'll play it at a quarter denomination because it's $2.50 a pop. I'll stick in a 20. That gives me 8 spins to see if I can get the bonus. And yeah, I did get the bonus. I actually got a nice long session where I got the bonus twice. I got a line hit and I ended up cashing out. I think I cashed out 50. Yeah, more than double the 20 if I recall. Yeah. So that was the first time playing top dollar of any kind. It was the double top dollar Diamond RS game. So, but yeah, no photo there. But then we move on to the final on Monday, the day that we left. We stopped by Gold Ranch Casino, which is right on the border with California on Interstate 80 on the drive back home. We had lunch there, breakfast and lunch, and my parents, of course, decided to play for a bit. And they had a regular top dollar in the Diamond RS cabinet, single line $1 denomination, 2 credit max bet. So it was a low $2 per spin try. So I decided there to also try $20 as well. Got the bonus after a couple of mixed bar line hits. I got the bonus, and second offer was I think $65, I believe. Yeah, I ended up cashing out 71. And the only proof I have right here is the picture of the voucher, right behind the ticket redemption machine, which shows the name of the casino right there, Gold Ranch Casino Verdi. Verdi is the name of the town west of Reno, next to the California border. And there's the voucher there, cashing out $71, putting 20 in just before cashing it. So yeah, and the total, yeah. So that was the end of the trip, and my result was I brought $400 with me to Reno. 300 was for the poker game, and 100 was for to play other games, video poker primarily. And I only played video poker, live poker, and those two instances of top dollar. And I ended up coming home when I counted the money at the end, 655. So it went from 400 to 655, a net gain of $255. And that was the trip. All right, guys. That was a long explanation of the trip. If I do miss anything, I will be sure to mention it there. But we gotta now start getting ready for the next where is it here? The next video poker group challenge. So the last challenge ended back in October 6th, so a few weeks ago, and that was on Wheel Poker Deluxe. So that was little Joe's favorite game. And the winner of that challenge was somebody by the username of Papieco18 with a score of 4,250. So that's huge. But now we are going to spin the wheel and decide here what the next game's going to be. So we have 9 games here. That was in my list previously. I did not add a new one just yet. I'll make it up by adding more to it, more to the more of the games to the wheel next week. Didn't have time. It took a while to prepare for this stream, but let's spin and see what it's going to be. Ultimate X, just barely. All right, we'll go ahead and set that one up. All right. Create a new challenge. Oop. It's going to be a group challenge. It'll be for anyone. We'll set the maximum number of opponents to 50 as usual. And we're going to do Ultimate X. Yeah, 100 hands is good. We'll do a 6-day challenge. And create. Challenge ID is 540906. All right, guys. So there it is. 540906. Ultimate X Poker. So we're just waiting for an opponent, and then I will play, and I will most likely do my play my version of the challenge tomorrow for release on Wednesday. All right, guys. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream so far. Let me actually go ahead and check and see how it's doing here. We've got 8 of you guys watching right now. 6 of you guys have hit the like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor. Hit that like button. I definitely appreciate it. We still got 20 more minutes to go, so I can answer a few more questions. I guess in the meantime, I can go ahead and load up a random game. If you guys have a request there, I can play some video poker for a bit. Tracy's asking about split card poker. I believe I showcased it before. Let me see if it's here. Pretty sure I showcased it on videopoker.com at one point. Yeah, they do have it. Little Joe's got a good question though. Did you guys not normally hit Tahoe? We go to Tahoe during the summer, usually once per year. So we did go to Tahoe when we had our relatives from Italy over this past June and July. Excuse me. It was, I believe. When did we go? We went 4th of it was 4th of July week. I remember. So it was right at the beginning of July. We did go to Tahoe. We didn't gamble much in Tahoe though, but we did go there mainly to show our relatives, show ourselves around, the beautiful scenery, of course, of Tahoe. So we basically did a drive, photo opportunities, all that stuff, as we have guests. But we only briefly played at Harrah's and Harvey's during that time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're looking for aesthetics, Tahoe, of course, is going to be the better choice. If you're looking for beautiful scenery, the lake, the mountains, and it's beautiful all year round too. The summer is wonderful because you're higher in elevation, so the weather is pretty mild, pretty good, especially when it's hot in Reno or in Sacramento. When if it's in the 90s or hundreds out in Sacramento or in Reno, it's going to be 70s and 80s in Tahoe. So beautiful weather for outdoor activity. If you want to take a jog in one of the many jogging trails. Then of course you've got hiking. You got and of course in the wintertime, if you like the snow, that's another thing. If you like skiing, so it's definitely a wonderful, definitely a beautiful destination all year round for any type of outdoor activity. And the casinos obviously are good as well. terms of amenities and all that stuff. Obviously, it's no longer as low cost as it used to be. Now you have to pay for parking and all four of those casinos in Tahoe, in the South Shore. All right. But in terms of like, if you want to have what you call it, if you're looking for better odds of winning, I would say Reno is better than Tahoe. I mean, especially if you look at the video poker options, they've just been declining in Tahoe. To be honest, and that's unfortunate too. When I first turned 21, you could 5-8-5 bonus poker at Harrah's and Harvey's at quarter denomination, quite readily available. Not the case anymore. In terms of slot selection, they're pretty good. So if you're a slot player and if you're looking for the low volatile slots, I believe you could still find your good share. You got choices for everyone in Tahoe. Okay, let's go ahead and play some games here. Tracy says wheel poker. We've been doing that every stream. Uh, let's just showcase briefly split card poker once again. One moment while I load it up. And I was playing bonus poker, so I guess I could show it off at bonus poker first. All right, I think you guys can see it there. Yep. All right, split card. I guess we'll play first at bonus poker, and then we'll switch it over. There's no training mode here, so I'm just gonna, just play it. Yeah, this is the exact same pay table as the one that I spotted over at Atlantis. It's an 8-5 pay table for bonus poker. 3 deuces. Okay, there's the split card, so it comes up randomly. It does cost you double the amount, so 30 credits instead of 15 to trigger this random feature. So yeah, I'm not sure the strategy. I'm guessing. Let's see. There's an if this was the 10 of clubs and not the 10 of diamonds, then you would probably hold the ace and the king as well because it goes with the royal flush. But since this is the 10 of diamonds, I'm pretty sure you just hold this and that's it. Good question there, Tracy. Let me see if the help screen has any information. Only one split card may appear per hand during the game. One of the cards in a split card came from the deck for that hand. The other came from the split card deck for that hand. So the split card contains an ace from that game deck for that hand. Then the card from that split card deck is of the same suit, is equal likely to be an ace, king, or a deuce. Other than an ace, and the card from the split is the same suit and is equal likely to be the same rank, one rank higher or one rank lower. May appear in the deal or the draw. Doesn't look like it shows a percentage because I guess it's like added to the deck or something. So it's like a 53rd card. But don't quote me on that though. Yeah, you can only get one split card. All right, let's continue. Well, let's go for the straight flush. Picked up a flush. Okay, so we got king, queen of spades along with the queen. So we have a pair here. So we probably just keep it because it's a pair of queens. It's a winning pair. So yeah, I don't think anything else goes with this. Yeah, let's go on. One rank higher or lower just means, you know, if the first card's a king, then the split card can consist of either a queen or an ace, you know, so or a king as well. It could be a pair. So as you can see, the queen is one rank below the king. We'll do queen jack of spades. So we got three deuce split card of spades on one of the hands during the draw. So that's nothing there. Ideally, you want it on the deal. Queen. Pair of kings. Pair of nines. So we got a split pair of sixes bringing two pair. This does, Tracy. It looks like we have deuces here. We also have joker. It looks like right now the joker poker is at 10 hands instead of 3 or 5. I guess if I go to custom pays, I can it can probably show up as 3 hands or 5 hands if I don't want to do 10 hands. But yeah, they do have joker poker. It'd be interesting to see what everything else is. Deuces. Deuces has a 5 deuces option because you can get a split pair of a split card of deuces. So that's interesting. Can you split the joker card? I would guess. I think any card can be split. But since Joker Poker already has a 5 of a kind, I don't think it's gonna. Let me just play one hand just for the maximum here. So this looks like 17-7-5 Joker Poker. Yeah. The Wild Royal pays 500 still. The Straight Flush still pays 250. 5 kind still pays 400. Okay, so this is a standard pay table for Joker Poker. This is 10-handed, of course. I think we'll still go for 2 to a Royal here, even though pair of queens and jacks don't pay anything here. Yeah, so that answers your question there. Oop. I'm going to go back. It's 500 for the Wild Royal. That's the Wild Royal, Tracy. The Natural Royal is 4,700. Royal Flush, no Wild. Let me check deuces. I want to see how much the 5 deuces pays on this one. So 5 deuces pays 2,000. And this is a nothing hand for deuces, so I'm going to have to start it. Oh, flush. And let's do double bonus now. We'll do it. Yeah, we'll do 5 hands, sure. Just want to see how much the five of a kind is here. It's 3,000 as opposed to 1,500 on bonus poker. So this is the 9-6 pay table. All right, let's play a few of this here. Pair of sixes. So you can get different split cards, I guess, on the draw. All right, ace. You cannot get 5 aces plus the kicker. You can only get 5 aces. There's only 5 cards. Well, yeah, you can only use 5 cards, even if you have like even though you have the split card that gives you a like technically a sixth card to work with. All poker hands consist of 5 cards, so you're not gonna get. So it's just any five of a kind is 3,000, and the sixth card, whatever that may be, is not taken into account. We got. Let's do Queen and Jack. Robin, just having fun. Thank you very much. $20 super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you, and hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm assuming you're enjoying it. Much appreciated there. All right, pair of jacks. Pair of sevens. Let's see. Let's do that. Look at that. Look at that split card. With the queens, as well as a queen here. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, my bad. I should say it's a super sticker, because I'm now paying attention here to the regular chat and not my social stream dashboard. That's a cute one. Love it. Thank you. Deuces Wild bonus, Tracy. I think it's on here, right? Yeah. Deuces Wild bonus. Five deuces pays 3,000. Okay, yeah, so that's different. So normal deuces wild, the five deuces pays 2,000, I believe, right? Here it pays 3,000 because you've got four deuces plus the ace paying 2,000 in deuces wild bonus. We'll do queen jack deuce here. So yeah. Ooh, look at this. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so we got four kings, but we also have four to a wild royal because we have the ace, king of diamonds, and the two wild cards. Pretty sure the best play would be to hold those four options. So this is a cool one. So you can so we can get any deuce, which will probably count for. I don't think it can count for both. I think it'll count for the wild royal, which is 125, which is more than the five of a kind. Five kings pay 100 in this game, yeah, because it's deuces wild bonus. But if the king comes, it'll be 100. If the queen of diamonds, jack of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, or a deuce comes, it'll be a royal flush with deuce for 125. Let's see what comes up. Oh, look at that. Five kings. So that was interesting there. We got three of a kind with the deuce and the split card of fours. Because that's the natural royal there, Tracy. Royal flush no deuces means you have a natural royal. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10 of the same suit, which is pretty typical. All right. We're at the top of the hour, guys, so we're going to just go ahead and just wrap things up. We'll go ahead and play a few more hands. Yeah, let's just stick with bonus for a couple more hands, and then we'll start wrapping things up. Ooh, a couple of deuces. How about a split? How about a split card deuces on one of these hands? We got split card nines for 4 of a kind. Okay, this is interesting. All right, so we have a straight. It only pays 5, but we do have the split card here. I think we're gonna have to just keep these. I mean, is there any room for improvement? I don't think so. If like another deuce comes, no, there's no room for 4 of a kind. So we're just gonna get 5 across the board. All right, one more hand. Oh, look at this. We got a split card of deuces. So we've got much greater chance of getting 4 deuces here, or even 5 deuces. So this is the thing that makes it exciting in this game. So can we get 1 or 2? Can we get the deuces here? Let's see. Straight flush. 4 of a kind. 4 of a kind. Can we get another deuce at least? Oh man, we had double the opportunity of getting it. That was unfortunate. So it was a bet of 50 and a gain of 125. Oh, but that was exciting though. All right, and yes, splitting the split deuces gives you a guaranteed 3 of a kind. A split deuce with another deuce, as we showed here, gives you access. It gives you guaranteed 4 of a kind and a chance at 4 or even 5 deuces. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you everybody for joining me in tonight's stream, especially the first 38 minutes where I went over when I went over the Reno trip. It was a fun one. It was a win for me, and hopefully you learned something and make it a win for you guys. Even if you don't play the same games that I do, I mean, I was very disciplined to play only poker, video poker, and the occasional top dollar slot. That was basically all I played. I disciplined myself to not play any fancy games. I mean, I'm not like my. I mean, you should see, my dad is the one who just sits on every single Buffalo machine that he finds. And sometimes he's lucky, sometimes he's not. That's him. He does him. He likes Buffalo. What can I say? All right, so we're taking a look at the chat here. Yep, little Joe here. Thanks. Have a good night. Jose, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching. Much appreciated. You're welcome. Robin saying thanks. Larry's here saying thanks. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end it off. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you enjoyed the stream, you haven't done so yet, do me a favor. Hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, share the video, share the stream with others. Hit the bell icon to be notified once I go live next or once I release a new video. Next video is gonna be released tomorrow, and I'll be sure to also play the video poker group challenge, and then release that recording for Wednesday. And our next stream is Thursday for the PokerStars Home Games live stream. And for those of you in the home game, once again, I'll mention this if you missed it at the beginning of the stream. We might have a new game on Monday, and if we do finalize on that, that will mean that I will most likely change the time for the Monday mic drop. So we may have the Monday mic drop stream earlier in the day next week. So we'll see. Obviously, keep tabs on the YouTube channel when the stream gets posted. I'll be sure to also put a notification on the Discord server as well as in the community tab here on YouTube. Until then, Have a great rest of your evening. Dinner. I have to eat dinner right now. I hear people calling for dinner, so we're signing off now. Thank you, everybody. And have a great rest of your night. Take care and go make it happen.